Hey there, this is Tarun Gill again from Tarun Gill Fitness, helping all of you with your fitness queries. So, what I do via this channel is I try to answer all your queries regarding fitness, supplements, training program, anything and everything around fitness because it could be a very tricky subject because people really like to complicate things. So, let's quickly take our question for today. So this question has come to me on my Facebook page. So this guy's name is Shubham, and he says, "Hello, sir. Here's my question. To the point. I like that." He says, "How to track body fat percentage at home? I lost 13 kilo in 2 months. Now I'm at 88 kilo. My weight is calorie deficient, low carb, high protein, and from about a month I'm stuck at 87 and 88 kilo. It is sometimes it goes up and sometimes it comes down, but I'm still able to see decrease in my belly and increase in muscle size, especially my arms and chest." So his question is, how can I track my body fat percentage? My height is 5'11". Great question, Shubham. Now, I've been a broken record, and I've been telling all of you that it's really not as important to calculate your weight as it is to calculate your body fat percentage. I've also done a separate video on it, which you can see. But the question I would like to answer it very differently for you. Now, we're obsessed with our weight. I don't know, for some reason, every morning we get up and we want to check our weight. So, in this video blog of mine, I want to clarify a difference between body fat and body weight so that your obsession for weight goes out of the window. So, are you ready? Let's go. Now, this is what I want to call a body fat versus a body weight ratio. Now, have a look at this visual. Now, these are different set of people, both male and females. There's the 3 to 4% categories of a bodybuilder. 5 to 7, is again like a fitness athlete. 8 to 10% like a general guy, a gym enthusiast, who wants to look like a model. 14 to 15% of a guy who likes to be in good shape, and 20 to 20% to 30% like a typical office professional who's probably given up hope. And the other guy, and if you see the ladies here, the 11 to 12%, you gotta understand, women can only get to about 11 to 12% because they're genetically born to have more fat percentage because their ability to conceive in the long run. So they're bound to have more fat percentage. So if you see there from 14 to 15%, they look like a fitness athlete. 17 to 18% bikini models. 20 to 21% like an Hollywood actress, and about 25 to 26% your typical like a wholesome lady, and 34 to 35% little obese. So this is how the fat percentage chart looks like for everyone. Just kind of a heads up. Now here's the story. Now if you look at it, all three of them, you know the person who is obsessed with weighing scale is on your left hand side. She's 56 kgs. She's skinny, but look at her skin. She's loose. Her belly is so friggin' loose. Look at the lady in the middle. Her weight has actually gone up. So this is actually of a person who has actually transformed herself. So from 56 kg, she's gone to 62.5 kg. So you decide how you want to look. You want to look like a 56 kg loose person with loose skin and probably a belly hanging out, or you want to look like a person on the extreme right, which is 62.5 kilos, heavier, probably about 6 kgs heavier, but toned. Let me just put it to perspective now. Now look at all these women. Now all these women weigh 68 kilos. The point that I'm trying to make here is that weight is very subjective. It could vary from people to people. If you look at a woman on the left, she's about 5'2", and if you look at a woman on the right, extreme right, is 6'1". They both have different dress sizes, but they both weigh the same. So weight will always be subjective. Now look at this guy. Again, he's transformed. It's transformation. Like the weight has pretty much remained the same. He's 175, close to about 75 to 80 kilos. How you want to look like? People keep saying that I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. There is no point of losing weight. Look at these comparisons here. One on your left and one on your right. They're both pretty much the same weight. So you're still obsessed? And I really don't like the idea when people ask me, as per my body, this is what should be my weight. If I'm 4'10", with a small frame or a medium frame or a large frame, this should be. My point to you is, this is bullshit. This is old school. This is not how it is. Like if you look at the chart of a healthy composition chart of a male to a female, 45% men usually have 45% more tissue, muscle tissue. Women have 36% more tissue. They're bound to carry more fat. Coming back to this point that you should not be worried about your ideal body weight. You know why? Because your ideal body weight is where you are at the healthiest. Now this is where the game is. Like, you really can't be obsessed with your weight, that, you weigh about 80 kilos, 90 kilos, or probably whatever be the kilo of your weight is. You got to figure out for yourself, what is my body fat percentage? And if you, and I've showed you these guys here. So you decide where you want to fall under, and this is constant hard work. This is an effort which will actually reward you depending on your diet, depending on your training. And you're telling me that you've been getting results, but not on the weighing scale, but pretty much on your belly. If you and the mirror is your best friend. Now coming back to your question which you asked me, which was, how can I track my body fat percentage? My height is 5'11". So here's my reply to that. Now, if you go to Amazon, Amazon.in, you'll see that, there are body fat calipers available here. You see this? Now you can actually, you just probably, wrap around your skin wherever you want to calculate your body fat percentage, and it'll give you a number. They may not be as accurate, but trust me, they'll do a job for you. It'll give you some perspective, and they cost you somewhere between 900 to 800 rupees. Plus, they're also available for for 2000 also, depending on what you want. But if you really want to get a more accurate body fat percentage check done, go for a DEXA test, which is only going to be available in your hospitals. My other point to you is, don't even think about going for a body scan check in your local gym, because that's all tailored, that's inaccurate. I can tell you, the world's best athlete would step on that scale, and it'll still show them 15 to 20% fat percentage. It's tailored, it's not accurate. If you really want to get your check done, how much body fat you have, go for a DEXA scan, or this body fat calipers may give you some rough analogy, or your perspective how much fat percentage you may have. So I hope this answers your question. So any one of you who have any questions for me, be it fitness, diet, supplementation, or these myths like body fat to body weight, I'm happy to answer via this video blog of mine. So till we meet again, see you.